Hi, I'm Leah Turner, and we're here today with Brian Swartzwelder of Gray Street Studios. We're going to be talking with Brian about the importance of professional photography and how you can really use professional photography to sell more homes. So stay with us. We'll be right back. Thanks for joining us today, Brian. Our viewers are very interested in learning more about incorporating professional photography into the whole new home sales process and how this can actually help sell homes. So let's start with the basics. Why is it that professional photography is so important in new home sales?
Well, I think part of what's so important, in my opinion, is everybody's visual these days. People are watching video and looking at pictures. They do a lot more than they spend time reading. So I think these days surfing for a new home on the internet, and they want to see what the product is like and take a good look at it while they're there. And before they spend the time driving around to each community. I mean, there's a ton of options out there. They can kind of narrow down their search to the things that they're interested in.
By seeing it online, yeah. and doing it that way.
I think the professional aspect of it, you build such great quality homes these days. All the features and the amenities that you put into those homes, you really need to do a good job of showcasing those and letting people see what you have to offer in those homes.
What I'm hearing you say, though, is that it's critical to use a professional photographer versus trying to do it yourself. For example, now everybody's got cameras and tablets and all those types of things that can take pictures. What's the real difference in me going out and trying to shoot a community versus a professional like yourself?
Like you said, you're correct with everybody's got a smartphone in their pocket and they like to take pictures on them. And those are great things for a lot of stuff, chasing your kids around and going to concerts,
posting on Facebook.
You know, they just don't grab the quality that you need, wide angle lens, the lighting that you need, and everything to really showcase your property. And like I said, if you're going to build a nice house, you really need to put your best foot forward and showcase that property when you're.
So there's more to it than point and click, in other words.
It's kind of funny when we go to shoot. Sometimes they think a salesperson or something might think we're going to be there for 10 or 15 minutes. And in reality, we spend anywhere from 2 to 4 hours photographing a house, setting up the lighting correctly, and making sure we showcase that property for them.
So when you go into a model home, what is the first thing that you look for when you're getting ready to start the photography? Do you have different elements or things that you're pointing out?
Model homes are usually well decorated and they are usually neat and clean because that is for people to walk through and check it out. But people come through those models and they sit in the chairs and they check out the couch and all that. So first thing I do when I go through there is check out everything, all the pillows, all the place settings, the chairs, the lighting, make sure everything's on, everything's nice and neat so that it's ready for a photo shoot. So
you're kind of cleaning house a little bit, right?
Yes.
Okay. And then the two elements that I thought were really interesting or words that you used were framing and the lighting. Can you talk a little bit about what those two pieces are when you're doing a photo shoot?
Lighting is very difficult in architectural photography. Unfortunately, when we walk into a house and look across there, our eyes are great at balancing the interior and exterior lighting. So when I walk into a room and see all the furniture and the view outside, I can see all that with my eyes, but unfortunately a camera can't do that.
Okay.
So when we come in, we have to light up the room. You know, we bring a lot of equipment in, light up, and try and balance that interior and exterior light so that when you do see that finished photograph, you can see, just like our eyes do, all the furniture, the features of the house, and also the view that you can see outside.
That's fantastic. You know, I've been reading and hearing a lot about aerial videography and aerial photography, especially this new little drone thing, drone videography. Can you kind of share with us what that is and how it helps your client better showcase their product?
With all these master plan communities these days, they offer a ton of wonderful amenities. You know, a community pool, and they have gyms and lakes and walking trails and playgrounds. And the drone photography with the aerial video, it really gives you a bird's eye Peter Pan type experience where you can fly through community and showcase all those amenities.
Wow.
Because they build great model homes these days, but the community is really what people are interested in.
It's the lifestyle.
Yeah,
right.
The lifestyle, and if they can see that video flying over the community pool and you come out over a big lake with a trail walking around it, they can really imagine that. Wow, I could walk, instead of walking through the neighborhood like I do now, I can walk around this big trail looking at the lake. We can stop at the playground and my son can play at the playground and,
right.
and really enjoy the lifestyle. We've also been using the drone a lot for multifamily apartment communities.
Oh, okay.
I used to live in apartments, and we were lucky if we had a laundry facility. But the apartment communities these days, they're just amazing with the resort-style pool and
That's
the fitness
true.
center and the ponds and the views and the balconies that they offer. So we've been using that to fly through that same community, and you can showcase the building and the neighborhood it's in and all the features of the community.
Right, and there are a lot of renters out there. Before they buy, they're typically renting, so makes perfect sense. And what about video tours? Are people still utilizing the virtual video tours to sell homes as well?
We used to shoot a lot of virtual tours, the old flash system, and they were great in their day, but flash has kind of gone by the wayside, so we've made the transition to video. Okay. And video is a great option because it plays on all devices. It'll play on your computer, just like it'll play on your iPad or your iPhone or any smartphone that you have. And the video tours give a great overall view of the community, of the house or the community, however you're doing it. With the still pictures, it's great to capture a beautiful gourmet kitchen or a nice living room, an open floor plan. But the video tours, in addition to that, give you a nice sweeping view, almost as if you're standing in that house. You're looking at the living room and seeing how it turns and looks in the kitchen and see how the plan flows together.
So really it's the still photography and then the video tour and now the aerial photography. So between all three of those, you've really got an excellent way to take a snapshot of the entire community and the home.
If you can get all that on your website and somebody can take a look at that and they can fly through the community and see all the amenities, and then they can see the front of the house, click through the still pictures, watch the video, how everything ties in together. If they view all that and then they get in their car and drive and knock on your front door, really you're halfway home because they've
right.
got a great view of that community. And if they walk in to look at that house, they're halfway sold.
You're right.
They just need to know the details, really.
Well, and statistics say 95% of people start their home search online. So if anything, they're going to builders' websites and disqualifying them if they don't like them. So if they do come to your community, chances are they've seen something on the website that they like, which is another push for not putting substandard photography and having, putting your best foot forward, right?
Yeah, you definitely need to make sure when I know when I'm shopping online, I'll give them 15, 20 seconds, and if I don't like what I see, I move on. If I do, I can spend some more time there and learn about them. This is a great community we live in. I know the Parade of Homes, there was over 140 houses this year. Yes. Which is just amazing, but let's face it, you can't drive around and look at 140 houses if you're ready to buy a house. So if you can eliminate that and pick out the ones that are really interesting to you, then you can spend the time to drive out and look at those 15 or 20 houses and really make a good buying decision. Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Well, thank you so much, Brian. You've been awesome. You've shared some great information with us today. And to learn more about Gray Street Studios and Brian, visit www.graystreetstudios.com.